Well, for the NHS, it's GP practices in England and Northern Ireland that have been most affected, with doctors struggling to access their records and online bookings. Pharmacy services have also been hit. Here's our health editor, Hugh Pym.
So I am at the minute doing...
Life is usually hectic at GP practices, but a lot more so today. Most in England had no access to electronic patient records, frustrating for doctors and patients.
This has significant impact because actually the bulk of our workload, we need access to people's blood results and people's notes, and so there's a lot that we can't do. All we can really do is minor injuries and minor illness.
At some health centres, only the sickest patients were being seen, with other appointments cancelled.
Yeah, I tried to get an appointment today at the doctor's for 8:30. I was told, unfortunately, due to the systems being down, there was no appointments available, and to go to see the chemist.
I can't get my sick note updated, and unfortunately I was about to be sanctioned by the Social Security Office.
Only written prescriptions are available, with pharmacists warning patients the electronic system has failed.
Anybody who's coming in for their prescriptions, we have to tell them to go away, back to the surgery, and then get the old-fashioned FP10s, which is the old green prescriptions, and then get that signed off by the doctor.
Really nice to meet you.
Ministers are monitoring developments across the health system.
There's a genuine glitch that's affected systems right across the world and is having a particular impact on GP practices and pharmacy. We're working with colleagues across government to get things back up and working as quickly as possible.
Hospitals say urgent and emergency care has not been affected, and if people have got appointments booked, they should come in as normal. But no one's denying that there has been an impact on some routine day-to-day activities at NHS trusts.
Unfortunately, due to the global IT issues, we're going to need to cancel your appointments.
While surgeries are postponing some patients and resorting to paper records, NHS England says phone systems are working and there are measures to manage the disruption. But while services in Northern Ireland and England are still affected, GPs can only hope the problems are resolved quickly. Hugh Pym, BBC News.
Well, around the world, banks, supermarkets and many businesses have been reporting disrupted services, with many unable to take digital payments. The cost to businesses worldwide is expected to be huge. Let's talk to our economics editor, Faisal Islam, who's in central London for us now. And Faisal, businesses will be counting the cost, won't they?
Absolutely, Rita. We've never seen impact of an IT outage like this on so many sectors, so many countries at exactly the same time. Right now, though, it looks like it's very highly disruptive rather than disastrous, but it isn't over just yet. Most keenly seen in the share price of CrowdStrike, that company that very few people had heard of up until this morning. Its shares on the opening on the Nasdaq Stock Exchange in New York fell 15%, losing several $1 billion in value. It's recovered a little bit, it's now down about 11%, but you can see that the value of that company has gone down as people seek the blame for it. Technologists around the world are saying that this is the biggest IT outage ever, including the founder of Tesla and X, the owner of X, Elon Musk, saying it's the biggest IT fail ever, and other experts concur with that. So some relief, though, that this isn't the result of a malign influence from a foreign state or a criminal network. But actually, some CEOs I've been speaking to have been saying, well, hang on a minute. This was supposed to be the medicine, this software. It was supposed to solve these problems, not cause them. So they're left a little baffled about how it can take out so many companies at the same time around the world. So that's the concern. We haven't seen the end of this yet, but more about disruption than disaster.
OK, Faisal, thank you very much. Let's have a final word with our technology editor, Zoe Kleinman. So we've just seen how dependent we are on IT, haven't we, and how vulnerable we are.
There's a saying, isn't there, that convenience is the enemy of security. And I feel like this is a really big world example of exactly that. We're becoming so dependent on digital payments, on using one system where we keep everything, where we do all of our work. You know, businesses relying on one system to keep all of their operations going. And what we find is that when that system has a problem at their end, there's very, very little you can do about it. And I think lots of people have been saying to me today, you know, that they're getting cash out of the bank, that they're starting to get out the notebooks and the pens and paper and starting to actually think about using alternatives and not just relying on one system in case it goes wrong. Now, how long that will last, I don't know. But for now, there's a bit of innovation and a bit of thought going on, I think, about how we conduct our digital lives.
And old-fashioned methods as well. Zoe, thank you very much. Zoe Kleinman there.